Hello everyone, I'm Swati Sharma from Department of Management Studies. Today's topic for discussion is petroleum industry in India. The petroleum industry, also known as the oil industry or the oil patch, which includes the global processes of exploration, extraction, refining, transporting, and marketing of petroleum products. The largest volume product of the industries are fuel oil and gasoline petrol. If we talk about the production of petroleum industry in India, more than 4 or worldwide, we can say that more than 4 billion metric tons of oil is produced worldwide annually. Nearly one third of this amount is generated in the Middle East region. Saudi Arabia and the United States are the world's leading oil producers, each responsible for around 13% of the total global production. If we see this table on the facts and figures, US is on the top, which is producing almost 19.51 million barrel per day, and the share it is somewhere around 19% share of world total production. Then on second position, it's Saudi Arabia with 11.81 million barrels per day, which is add somewhere around 12% share of world total. Then Russia, Canada, China, they are on third, fourth, and fifth position, and so on. So there are some problems faced by petroleum industry in India. First, major problem is a shortage of petroleum crude. Basically, petroleum industry in India has been suffering from the problem of shortage of raw materials, that is petroleum crude. Total refining capacity in the country has reached the level of 148.97 million tons in 2006-7 as against the total indigenous production of only 34 million tons. Thus, the petroleum industry has to depend too much on the imported crude. So, due to the increasing volume of demand supply gap, the petroleum refineries in India have failed to utilize their production capacity fully. Second problem faced by India is dependence on foreign countries. Petroleum industry in India has been depending too much on foreign countries for the supply of petroleum crude and machineries. So total consumption of petroleum crude has increased to 146.5 million tons in 2006-7 as against the total production of petroleum crude of 34 million tons. So this has resulted in the imported of 105.5 million tons of petroleum crude in 2006 and 7. So moreover, the petroleum industry of the country depends too much on some foreign countries for meeting its requirement of various drilling and refining machineries. Then third problem is price hike. The international prices of petroleum goods have been maintaining a constant hike since 1973-74, and this has led to the excessive rise in our import bill on petroleum goods. In 2011 and 12, total import bill on petroleum oil and lubricant was to the tune of rupees 7,43,075 crore as against rupees 5,587 crore in 8081. Then shortage of oil refining capacity. In India, there is a shortage of oil refining capacity as compared to total demand for petroleum products. Total refining capacity of the country stands at 214.1 million ton as compared to the total consumption of 220.5 million tons of petroleum products in 2011-12. So this has necessitated the expansion of existing refineries and also setting up of new refineries under the joint sector. Next problem faced by petroleum industry is exploration of new reserves. In India, the production of petroleum crude of existing old reserves has been shrinking due to normal technical reasons. The proved oil reserves in India constitute only 0.5% of the world oil reserves. At this present level of consumption, the proved reserves will be depleted within next 15 to 20 years. And the country has now increasingly facing the growing demand supply gap of petroleum crude. The country has also been facing the problem of mounting import bill of POL items. Under the like present circumstances, it is quite urgent to intensify the exploration activities of the oil sector sincerely. Next is technical problems. The petroleum industry of the country is also suffering from numerous technical problems in respect of production of middle distillates, activating its firefighting system, etc., which need to be corrected and updated at the earliest possible time. Then the pollution, the growing pollution near the refineries and oil fields is a big problem for the industry. The government is trying to control such pollution by adopting certain effective measures. Lack of market or determining like pricing system. The lack of a well functioning market determining determined pricing system, partly because of the lack of vibrant competition among the companies with diversified ownership, continues to constrain the performance of petroleum industry. Despite the surge of international prices of petroleum touching record level, the petroleum companies are not allowed to revise their market price of petrol and are allowed only a limited freedom to revise the prices as per revised methodology. So this has resulted a serious strain of the financial resources of the petroleum countries. So this is all about this topic. So thank you.